Damn. AC Mirage is good. That one menu music. If you don't listen to it constantly, that is, you need to take it in measured doses, then it's actually really good. Just like any soundtrack, any piece of music, if you listen to it too much, it's possible to just get a little sick of it. You need some time and distance from it, and that's why it's good to have a really wide range of music that you enjoy, so that you can just cycle through many different sort of music. And you just get this really strong, intense emotional feeling when you listen to a piece of music after you haven't listened to it for a long time. Yeah, it's really good. It brings out exactly what I expect. Well, music should do, you know. Anyway, yeah, all the yapping was just to check that my audio, my microphone, it's working as intended. Okay. Anyway. You know, nice thing about a single player game, I can actually freaking change the DLSS version, unlike say a certain other game which has something to do with bones. I can actually change the DLSS to use a sharp version. You know what else I want to do? Some borderless. Let me. Yeah, I want to turn up the resolution, and even if it means using ultra performance DLSS. No, this is not the version of the rope that shows us the titties. I'm supposed to be escorting people, right? Back to some place. Yeah, and they asked me to escort them and say, I'm not ready to do a long mission, and that's why we're stuck here. He's gonna keep beating that carpet forever. I think it's actually... it's possible, perhaps in the outskirts, not in Baghdad itself, but on the outskirts, I can do performance. Anyway, let's get the escort mission going.
سيدي
لقد عدت. لابد أن نسرع برجوعي إلى بغداد. لسنا في أمان هنا.
لنتحرك. المدينة ليست بعيدة للغاية. هيا، علينا مغادرة هذا المكان بسرعة.
كان علي البقاء في البيت.
أين ديارك؟
أتيت من بلاد الإغريق، غرب هذا المكان، وراء اليمن. كنا ننقل بصحبة حصان لجوم سلعا من بغداد وإليها. يا للمدن التي زرناها، القدس والبصرة وسامراء نفسها.
I wish I can get some of these swanky.
يخبرني صديقك التاجر أن هذه السلعة متجهة إلى دائرة المال.
نعم، المزاد الكبير حدث ضخم، ما يعني أن متطلباته أكبر.
أتنوي حضوره إذن؟
حضوره؟ أتمنى فقط لو كان لدي ما أنفقه من النقود. إننا نوفر المؤن اللازمة للتحضيرات فحسب.
Wait, those are explosive barrels on the red side. Why are you riding?
من أرسلكم؟
لن ترأيت ذلك يا
مقزز.
عليك دفع الثمن.
Oh, dodge is great. Let's let the death animation play out because, yep, not playing the game for way too long, and I've completely forgotten how to. Let's break off, huh? Off like a whole week? Yeah, more than a week. Shit. So I haven't touched this game. Yep, I play way too many Assassin's Creed games and I keep forgetting. Okay, so this is a dodge. X is dodge. And this is the Alright, there's also the firecracker. Although I should be going for the explosive throwing knives in these situations.
سيدي
لقد عدت.
Let's go.
هيا علينا مغادرة هذا المكان بسرعة.
كان علي البقاء في البيت.
أين ديارك؟
أتيت من بلاد الإغريق غرب هذا المكان وراء اليم. كنا ننقل بصحبة حصان لجوم سلعا من بغداد وإليها. يا للمدن التي زرناها، القدس والبصرة وسامراء نفسها.
Malacca. That's the only word that any player who has played AC Origins, Odyssey, no, AC Odyssey. That's the one based in Greece, ancient Greece, super ancient. They retained that words simply due to how often it's used. Alright. It's gonna be explosion. Why am I choking down like sand or something? Wait, somehow.
لن تهرب.
Oh, right. Not that other button. Letter of execution. Merchants must be found. One knows where I am. And for my safety, he must be silenced. Kill the rest of two. They are of no consequence. From what I gathered, they should be en route to the west of Baghdad. Find them before they arrive and report back. The prize of coin awaits the one who succeed and return.
يقدم الحراس تقريرا لشخص يدعى العنقاء. هذا يؤكد شكوكي.
Yeah, just one explosive knife on a group of people is just perfect. I'm trying to remember which button to summon my mount. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting if it's the down button or the right button.
على الأرجح.
هذا ليس عجيبا. أعلنا اعتراضنا على الخلافة والضرائب الجائرة. قد يكلفنا الأمر رؤوسنا، لكن الساكت عن الحق شيطان أخرس.
إنهم لا يحبون هذه المعارضة.
لن أندهش إذا جعلوا منا عبرة للآخرين ممن قد يحاولون فعل الشيء نفسه.
وصلنا بغداد. أنتم آمنون الآن.
Safer. Not safe, just safer. Alright. Did Zaku ever leave you here, bro?
لقد وصلنا.
شكرا لك يا سيدي. بغداد ليست آمنة. يشاع في الأسواق شيء عن تجار جروهم من متاجرهم. أسمعت بظلم كهذا؟ تقول الشائعات إنهم يستهدفون الذميين، أي التجار من غير أهل هذا المكان. يريد العباسيون حصة في جميع التجارات. بوجود النقود فأرواح الناس أمر هين.
الرسالة التي تركها الحراس كانت من شخص يدعى العنقاء. إنه الشخص المسؤول عن الهجوم.
جباة الضرائب عند الحراس اسمهم العنقاء. هذا غريب فعلا. أليس طائر العنقاء أنثى؟
أخبرني باسمه وأين يمكنني العثور عليه.
سهيل يسكن في قصر غرب الكرخ. لا أظنه يعمل بمفرده.
شكرا يا صديقي، وفقك الله.
وفقك Allah. Right, so Ahanga is supposed to be female name, but it's also name of tax collector, which obviously doesn't look like a female. Assassinate Al-Ankar tax collector. Oh, like straight up zero ambiguity. This guy needs to die. Although to drop note. Can we be absolutely certain that, you know, the note isn't some kind of trick? Get us to assassinate the tax collector. We can't be certain, can we? Yeah. Let's see, letter of execution, right? We read that, Alanka. I wonder... Okay, so I can still read the old notes if I want to, which is neat. If you're interested in the story. Yeah, it seems like there's just one, or perhaps... I think that there's one more major guy in undiscovered case. Something related to an auction. And then it's on to the very last dude, Al-Bahamut. Which is actually why I want to clear out the rest of the stuff. I mean, I can still explore the game world after this, but the motivation drops sharply when you don't have like a main story mission to work towards. Right, I haven't encountered anyone that I could call a... Yeah, I want to get the final armor. That's the other thing that I want to do as well. So in the open world, there's supposed to be a guy who has Enigma, a wilderness, right? In the wilderness, it's the one last... Well, not... Let's see, Enigma... No, it's not Enigma then. Mysterious shards, right? There's one more mysterious shard somewhere. I want to get it so that I can... Well... I want to acquire it. Question is where? There is something like a camp here, and then there is there's this town, city, or settlement. There's also another camp here. So I'm gonna go for the big landmarks. Usually that's where they are. Not guaranteed.
Yeah.
كف عن ذلك.
هيا هيا.
Minor stuttering. Although, not sure if it's related to the fact I'm using resolution that might be a touch too high.
Yeah.
kinds of palm grove here. And this looks like a small town. It's big enough to have its own mosque.
هناك شخص آخر. من يكون؟ لم تسبق لي رؤيته. من أين يأتي كل هؤلاء الغرباء؟ لم تعد جرجرايا آمنة.
أجل، لنلتقط أنفاسنا.
I was so shocked to see someone with a pet falcon. So this place is Jarjaraya, apparently. Jarjaraya isn't safe anymore. All these strangers, dirty strangers coming to our town. Which, based on what I've read in the Codex, I haven't verified with other sources, but the Codex do say that despite the fact that the Empire has extensive trade relations, most people do not actually see foreigners. The merchants and so on congregate in certain specific places within the Empire where they conduct all the trade, of course. But yeah, outside of that, the natives of the region don't really encounter foreign traders. They may have seen foreign slaves, but that's about it. That looks vulnerable. A bunch of jars hanging up like that. It's like it's inviting me to throw a dagger to bring it down. I can synchronize, but I came here in search of a mysterious shot. Okay, I see a theft opportunity, but no mysterious shot.
مجموعة من مخترعات الكلاب تحرض العبيد وتسمم عقولهم بالأفكار.
لا يوجد الكثير في عقولهم الفارغة من الأساس.
حدثت واقعة قتل في بيت الحكمة في العباسية.
لا يفاجئني ذلك. صارت البلاد بأكملها جامحة دون ضابط. حتى جرجرايا لم تعد آمنة.
And even Jarjaraya say they talk about there being a murder in the House of Wisdom, and I think we might be responsible for that. There was a fire and then there was a murder at the House of Wisdom. Silk Roads. Map of Silk Roads by Ubisoft Montreal, Sandy Di Montini. Xi'an, Guangzhou, Kolkata, Samarkand, Kara, Baghdad, Alexandria, Constantinople, Venice. So basically links the entire old world. Oh, you know, relative to creator of humanity and relative to the European point of view. Silk Roads. The German geographer Ferdinand von Richthofen coined the expression Silk Road in 1877 to designate the network of trade routes that connected Eurasia through antiquity and the Middle Ages. Though catchy and well known, this expression is also misleading. There never existed one single road linking China and Europe. Almost no one traveled from one part of the continent to the other, and many goods other than silk were transported. Some geographical constraints, the Himalayas and Zagros Mountains, the Taklamakan Desert, dictated the use of common itineraries, but changing weather conditions or political situations frequently forced travelers to alter their plans. The length of the 12,000-kilometer, 2-year journey meant that few walked the entire route, giving rise to a host of middlemen who exchanged goods without traveling much more than 50 kilometers themselves. Baghdadi glasswork could therefore reach Korea without a Baghdadi merchant accompanying it. The overall impression was that of a global network connecting east-west as well as north-south overland routes with Indian Ocean maritime routes. Baghdad, linked to the Indian Ocean by the Tigris River and located near the main valley crossing Zagros Mountains into Iran, was ideally situated to take advantage of these routes. This was a fact well known to its founder, Caliph al-Mansur, reigning from 754 to 775, who, according to the 9th century historian al-Tabari, declare upon the creation of the city. Here is the Tigris with nothing between us and China, and on it arrives everything that the sea can bring. It's just founded to be an entrepot for Chinese goods, and of course goods from the sea, which, well, it's Indian and Chinese goods. Still, but I wonder what, because there's trade going on, right? So what do the Chinese look for from these lands? What?
كان الناس في جرجرايا يعرفون بعضهم. الآن هناك أغنياء وفقراء ولا شيء بينهما. إيتاء الزكاة فرض علينا. ليس ذنب الفقراء أنهم فقراء.
Right, it used to be everyone knew everyone, and now there's a rich and poor divide. How common? What a common theme. Could apply to the modern day as well. It's our duty to give alms to the poor. It's not the fault of the poor to be poor. Yeah, how about creating a system where you don't need people to give alms? You know, you shouldn't have to depend on charity. I'm not saying don't give alms, but, you know, create a system where the poor are just not structurally poor. It's not easy to do, of course. You know, it's going to be a very difficult task. But when you liberate humanity, like a great portion of humanity from poverty, then in a way you're liberating yourself. Like your society, your entire society will, in the course of the liberation and after the liberation, there'll be all kinds of advancements not possible. Not possible under the conditions where you keep a part of your population oppressed. It's entirely possible for you to, you know, make the citizens not poor by making other people poor. That has been done before. That's the American/European colonization method of poverty alleviation. That can be done, but there's often a nasty outcome of a blowback, shall we say. Like, people tend to rebel if you subjugate them. And rebellion from where the enslaved and the non-slave versions of the populations are share same cultural heritage, same ethnicity, then it's a little different. Why? It's possible for you to integrate them, right? But if you consider them like complete outsiders, like say, you know, what Europeans do, then you're just setting up conditions where you're gonna get constant rebellion, constant resistance, and that eventually saps the vitality of your civilization. It's sort of like, you get rich, no doubt about it, but that exploitation can only last so long. And wait, do you guys know that someone died up here? Maybe I shouldn't call attention to this. They might suspect I'm a murderer. It's an enigma. Right. What? From the ruins. Reap from the ruins. Is there a Cthulhu? Some kind of creature with bat wings, octopus tentacles for mouth, a brain and all that. It's very Cthulhu-like. You reap from the ruins. Where can I find such a rune? I wonder. There's something here. I should check it out. Jajariah emerging groups. Shot. Yes, I finally found you, shot. But Hefless. Someone is begging to have stuff stolen from him. Also, I have to admit, yeah, frame rate is not too good.
أحب التنوع في أسواق الكسب. هناك فرص كبيرة.
Alright. That's one thing taken care of. Now for the alright. Byzantine bracelet. Mysterious shot, it's this one guy.
ذلك الشخص يبدو مريبا. علي تقصي الأمر.
مهلا، ما الذي في هنا؟ من دون إثارة جلبة، هذه حيلة مفيدة.
مهلا بحر. اللعنة عليك.
هذه القطعة تقربني شيئا فشيئا من كشف أسرار الحجرة. علي أن أجد استخداما لكل هذه القطع.
So I happen to have all the shots now. Mysterious shots, clue discovered. Finally. So I don't need to investigate this camp. I'm quite sure some mission somewhere will take me here, but not now. No need to go out of my way. I can finally unlock the armor. Alright, so I stole something as well. Byzantine bracelet. These elaborately decorated bracelets have richly jeweled exteriors and finely detailed opus intercell patterns on their interiors. The luminous beauty of pearls was highly prized in the Byzantine world. Dervish might take interest in this. Bring it to him. Right. I have to review the secrets tied to all these shots. It is time I find a use for all these shots. What could they be connected to? Yep. Finally. Get the end game armor before the end game. Oh yeah, just noticed this account's now ours. Black flag rises. This account answers to us now. Yield or taste to see. This is essentially a social media account, huh? The way to talk about it. You have to play Black Flag Resync now. But it got good reception, so I'm not worried about the game anymore. It also means that I won't be getting a game anytime soon because it's not gonna go on sale. If it's, you know, if reception unlike Shadow is so good, then yeah, there's no incentive for them to sell the game cheaply. Right. Still trying to find out the buttons, you know, what are the right buttons to use and all that. Let me get sick armor, sick I remember I'm not supposed to jump in the water, I'm supposed to go up this. Yep. Memory still working. Long-term memory still working, but yeah. I'm gonna get my armor and blades and everything. I just wonder if I'm gonna have to upgrade all of them or they come fully upgraded. Alright, let's get the armor first.
ممتاز. القطع تعمل. ربما أستطيع استعمال المزيد.
Mumtaz. Excellent. Mumtaz. Milad's outfit. Is there an explanation for who Milad is? Forgotten terror. Successful air assassination set off a flash of lightning to disorient bystanders within a 50 meters radius. Yeah, so at ultra performance even at 4K, there's something wrong with the nipple. I'm sorry. There's no good way to say it, but yeah. Look at how low the nipple resolution is. Something is really off. Despite everything being super sharp because it's upscale, right? There's something wrong here. Something wrong here. The nipple is way too blurry. That matters. That matters to me. So yeah, I don't have to upgrade them. It seems it's fully upgraded. Unseen issue energies overwhelm the weak-minded. Oh yeah. There's also plenty of heat coming out of my PC. Trump's here is Zomorodnega. Zomorodnega. Does that have anything to do with, like, I don't know, Persia or Iran? Because it sounds like Nebuchadnezzar, something like that, the name. Isu sacrificed much to destroy their foes. Maximum health is lowered by 50%, but damage is increased by 50%. So it become a glass dagger. A glass cannon. A glass sword. Case closed. Ancient place because I've collected everything. Alright. This is the Samsama. My first fully upgraded dagger. Every 5th hit heals Basim for 10% of his health. Ancient magic steals life force for the wielder. They just say ancient magic. They're not even gonna pretend that's not magic. It's not. And they're gonna say, oh, it's actually some kind of ancient tech that they're using. No, no, it's just magic. Yeah, so me talking about all the heat coming from my PCs because I'm concerned that it might, just like power. Like last time I played power, it didn't trigger the, you know, using too much current thingy, the warning light. But this game might. This game today might. And sometimes whether that warning light gets triggered, it's so situational that I don't know. Last time power triggered it despite me severely undervolting the GPU. Now I'm using a higher undervolt, which should trigger it more easily, but last time I played power for 3+ hours and no issues. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna do what I did last time, just fast travel out of here. The hell out of here. Not the out of here, the hell out of here. New contracts available. I should check in. The hunter. Speaking of Ali at the gate. Right, this is clear. I wonder if Neha will comment on the fact that now I have a really sick armor. There's more entire new armor set if I redo missions as well. Now this is, I think, the true end game armor. A light cloak that mutes your movements completely. So if I max it out, Basim is completely silent, but max health is increased by 50%. Every level decreases by, has a penalty of 50% health. Endless mod can only be used in New Game Plus or during endless sequences, so and the game is kinda encouraging you to play the game a second time in New Game Plus to avoid the fact that this game is kinda short. By Assassin's Creed standards, that is. Okay. Jajariah. The executed rebels were taken from you. The executed rebels came from Jajariah. Oh, so I went to Jajariah before I spoke to Ali. Oh. You see wilderness and gear chests. Haven't done all of it. Enigmas, all of it. Oh. Runes. There's so many runes, man. Is it the very same rune that I'm in right now? Because they just drew a bunch of buildings, which I won't say it could be anything, but it's not very distinctive, shall we say. I haven't seen a Cthulhu-like figure out in the wild, so runes with fast travel doesn't cost anything. Good thing I played this game while the weather's a little cool. What is it? Yeah, the PC is definitely pumping out a ton of heat. Also just recognize how insanely penalizing 50% health gone is. It's just, man, it's bad. I speak, I'm muffled now because I wear a mask. This doesn't look like what's depicted on the treasure map. This, I don't see any portals or gates or anything like that. Ankara. No, Dur, Krigalzu don't look like it, neither. Is it a caravanserai? There was a ruined caravanserai here. Abandoned one, yeah. Maybe it's at the excavation site. I pressed the wrong button. I want to tag you, my friendo. Yeah, this is just comical. Out of this world. Wait, there's an aggressive deer. I actually should be careful. Oh, yep. I knew the fucker was there. Oh, shit. Why is he just out here in the middle of the desert? Don't feel right. Huh. He's at a camp. Is he alone? Just a guy who takes care of a bunch of cats, it seems. Good on him. Does he have any interesting dialogue? I should have saved. I should have saved before doing that. But I'm glad I succeeded in one try. Barely. I got a kissy penny. It looks like a bunch of like nails tied together. Initially made in Western Africa, key pennies were small rods of iron used as currency throughout history. They were usually tied together in bunches as their individual value was fairly low. Okay. Dervish might take interest in this, bring it to his fence. I guess it's something similar between Africa and China, at least Western Africa. We don't have something like these, we don't have kissy pennies, but we do have there's Chinese copper pennies, I guess you can call them pennies. But yeah, it's usually round and then has a square hole in the center, which facilitates you running a string through the center of the coin. Then you can keep a bunch together. Technological innovations. Alright. Now, yes, right button. Yeah, you see, alright, there's like a doorway here, doorway there. There are like 3 doorways in the Yeah. Read from the runes. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to invest a lot of time clearing out everybody. Even in my shiny new armor. If this turns out not to be a place, then I'll be massively disappointed. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. Yeah. Similar, but not exactly the same. But where are other runes? If there are other runes. Oh, there might be. I see. Okay. You know, all the Cthulhu things suggest that it might be near the water. I see a road here, so I think this might be it. I see something resembling some kind of building over here. Right, what's the nearest? Look at how sick I am. For an assassin, I'm drawing a lot of attention for myself. Great, I'm just running in place. Can I at least climb? Alright.
تحياتي.
سعدت بلقائك.
Not gonna question my weird appearance.
هناك الكثير لتطالعه. أخف وأقوى وأفضل.
Well, I don't have anything
أساعدك في شيء آخر.
to upgrade.
يجب أن أذهب.
كن بخير.
Could be high.
الأفضل التوالي عن الأمر.
Alright, clean. Oh, where was the weapons merchant?
مرحبا.
مرحبا.
Mahaba.
لنرى
من فضلك.
Yes.
تحسين دقيق ومميت بشكل سار. لم ترى انغراس نصل كهذا.
Okay. Okay.
أهذا كل شيء؟
There we are.
رحلة
These slippers are very common in Arab world. In the present day, although I'm not so sure about, but in ancient times they wear the exact same sort of leather slippers. And these are covered shoes, covered leather shoes. Peasants versus rich merchant, you know, with with a jeweled ring and everything. Using camera function does make me feel a bit like a creep. Oh! I didn't know this was a forbidden area, I'm sorry. I just rushed inside and well. Oops. Oops. No, alright. He's cool. Trying to get out of the city. Dogan's farm. Okay. Why is this significant? I pronounce it in a very American way. Dogan. And maybe it's Dogan. Dogan. Or Dogon. Who knows? The snake was in an attack pose and then it despawned and respawned into passive pose. Oh man. Assassin's Creed games and little bugs here and there is a common feature. Especially since they've gone like really open world. The bugs are just piling up. Yeah, this feels like it. Lots of doorways. Creepy, very creepy. Seleucia on the Tigris. What's happening to my horse? I don't know, but anyway, Seleucia on the Tigris. What is this? Tetradrachm with Antiochus I of verse. 281 to 261 BCE. Seleucia on the Tigris, Iraq. This is now in some museum in Malibu, USA. United States of America, bitch. Anyway, the dating is extremely precise, which I assume it's based on dating when this coin, well, the Antiochus one, right? So these coins are based on who was reigning. So if you can identify who was reigning and if you can accurately place when that guy was reigning, then you can get an accurate date range without doing any sort of radiocarbon dating. So on the western bank of the Tigris, about 5 kilometers south of Baghdad, rises a small mound known as Tel Umar. Today, beaten by winds and separated from the tumultuous course of the river by swamps, this hill once dominated one of the largest cities of antiquity, Seleucia on the Tigris. Seleucia was founded at the end of the 4th century BCE by Seleucus I, one of Alexander the Great's successors. Its position at the start of the main road leading from Iraq into Iran and at the confluence of the Tigris and a canal linking it to the Euphrates enabled the city to control movement of caravans and armies during the 5 centuries of its history. So 500 years, huh? Started a main road leading from Iraq into Iran. Confluence of the Tigris River, canal linking it to Euphrates. So basically, it's city establishing in a choke point or a confluence point. So you can, well, it's a choke point, right? They pretty much say it allows the city to control the movement of caravans and armies. So it's a control point, it's a choke point. Actually, I want to see where Seleucia and Tigris is in the real world now, because very curious, very curious. And that's for a simple reason. Right now, such war is also utilizing a choke point to bring a larger empire down to its knees. I got hit by a capture even though I'm not using a VPN, so whatever. Fucking hell. I've consistently failed these captures already, and I've tried doing them slow, I've tried doing them fast, doesn't matter. Like, they've used extremely loose definitions, and I need to actually be terrible at capture in order to bypass the capture. Like, you know, oh, they asked me to pick bikes and bicycles, and I say, okay, these are motorbikes though. But no, they don't give a shit. Okay, Seleucia on the Tigris. I was hoping they would be near the Persian Gulf, but it wasn't. It's nowhere near it. Well, I don't know my geography all that well, right? Because if I knew where the Tigris River is, then I would have guessed it's anywhere near Persian Gulf. It is a Mesopotamian city. It's closely associated with the spread of Hellenistic culture in the region, and Alexander the Great went as far as that. So where is it? Where is the contemporary location? I don't want to know about Parthia. Roman Emperor Septimus Severus in his Parthian campaign of 197 found the site completely abandoned. Nothing of the city remains above ground. Excavation of the site during 1927 to 32 yielded interesting but unspectacular results. Pliny the Elder gives the population as 600,000. Preserving its Greek sympathies was at times in open rebellion against the Parthian kings who favored the neighboring city of Ctesiphon and founded Vologeses or Vologesoseta, a rival canal port. So it's a canal port. Seleucia on the Tigris. Seleucia was eventually burned by the Roman commander Gaius Ovidius Cassius in 1665 CE, at which it's said to have at least 300,000 inhabitants. The destruction of the city marks the end of Hellenism in Mesopotamia. Ah, okay. Right, I'm gonna look on. I want to look on Google Map. It is very close to Baghdad. Right. I mean, I can travel from Baghdad to it. I think it's just, yeah, it's just one part of Baghdad. So Tigris River runs into Baghdad as well. So yeah, it's just a part of Baghdad, except near the outskirts. So Baghdad is essentially a successor to Seleucia under Tigris. Anyway, I'm not gonna read all that Wikipedia stuff. I can do it on my own time if I'm really interested. In time, the Seleucids' power waned. In 129 BCE, Seleucia was conquered by the Parthians Arsacids, a rival dynasty. City's development nonetheless continued uninterrupted until multiple attacks by Roman armies and a catastrophic change in the Tigris riverbed led to Seleucia's decline and disappearance around 200. In time, other imperial centers, Ctesiphon and then Baghdad, took advantage of the position that had made it so important for so long and became world hubs themselves. So that's why I can't trace it on the map based on the flow of the river of Tigris. So the flow of the river itself changed. And what was once a successful city just kind of became abandoned. Oh, the more you know. Anyway, back to actually playing the game. Why is Balgo Cat? Oh, it's reminding me that there's something to exchange. Alright. Go back to sleep now, Balgo Cat. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm listening to some really good music right now. For fuck's sake. What a... I think, yeah, it's trying to descend, but can't, so... this horse is into death metal and it's just hip banging to some really rocking tune in its head. Alright. It's enough dumb shit. They are coming. They ruled once, they shall soon rule again. They wait only for the season. They walk unseen in the dark between the lights. They are coming. The voices scratch behind my ears, tearing, twisting, and breaking my thoughts. I can see nothing but their dark words. They walk unseen, unseen. Yok Soto, Sotov, Sotov, Sotov. Yok, Yok Sotov. Allah save me. Allahu Akbar. Yo. Just because there's Yok Sotov here, you don't need to get so excited. I know you worship the dark gods. I'm gonna get the horse out here, just save it. Because I'm gonna do something that's gonna blow shit up. A growing dread. Amid camp at the ruins. The view is good, but my nights are now filled with unease. Voices gibber in the wind. Earth itself mutters. I see awful words in my mind's eye. I fear I have opened the door to something terrible. Despite a growing dread, I read more from the dark tome. I fear it has become a compulsion. What I thought to be about the stars is much more and so much worse. Bringing Lovecraft into this game is somewhat appropriate because the Necronomicon is written by someone of Arab heritage, right? It's all It's all fictional, of course. No actual Arab person wrote it. But this racist American named H.P. Lovecraft decided that it was written by an Arab. Kitab al-Azif, fictional grimoire, textbook of magic. I wonder if there's more stuff up on top. But, you know, before I go up top, I want to pay attention to the fact that, see, there's a book here, right? And somehow I'm gonna blow this place up with explosive barrels and the book will survive unharmed. I guess it makes sense because it's a Necronomicon, so it's supernatural, can't be destroyed easily. An astronomer's journal. Working from Kitab al-Majasti, I compared the differences between the equinoctial hours recorded over the different seasons with my own observations of the turning sky. Calculations match. Searching for a new vantage point, I stumbled upon ancient ruins and found a strange volume bound with leather and metal clamps. It seems to be a study of the sky. Yet, as I read, darkness descended. Why is there white paint? Oh, okay. It's just telling me how to bring the explosive barrel. Well, that is quite elite. Darkness is destroyed. No more Necronomicons. Definitely. Definitely won't be a hot point of some books written in the 19th century. 20th century. Early 20th century. Kitab al-Azif. So it is indeed the Necronomicon. Kitab al-Azif. My suspicions were right. And it's the only item in my inventory that has an active effect. What happens if I actually read it? A Tang Dynasty coin. A Chinese coin prized by merchants on the East Road. Right, I was talking about a coin having a hole in the center that allows you to place a string through it so they can get a bunch of coins. Kitab al-Azif. I do not believe in magic as Nihao does, but I find it hard to fathom that this Al-Hazrid created this ingest. I'm attracted and repulsed by its incantations and dare not speak any of it aloud for fear that the nameless horrors described in its pages will leap out into this world. It is foolish, I know, but there is something about this book that I cannot explain. And now I'm just gonna hand this book to Dervish. That's how this Necronomicon got its, ended up in the West. That is one clue down. One item down. Reap from the runes. Oh, at the tree. Okay, so I got the Necronomicon, but there's a tree. You have a lost book that's too precious to simply carry around. Bring it to Al-Jahiz in the House of Wisdom for reward. Right. Eldritch Talisman. I can't just kill it one hit, huh? Goddamn stick. It requires 3 hits. And people are complaining about the black flag hunting being some kind of like health bar depletion game instead of 1-hit kills. Alright. Did I actually... Where am I? Oh, okay, here. At the very edge of the map. Okay, what are Eldritch? Did it just disappear from my inventory? That is spooky. There are a bunch of trade goods, which is, you know, bullshit. But, where is the Eldritch thingy? I don't have the Kitab al-Azif, which is there being malevolent, being evil in my inventory. Oh, this. It's a talisman, Eldritch talisman. Talisman evokes an eldritch creature whose history is chronicled by Abdul al-Hazred in his Kitab al-Azif. Cthulhu. Cthulhu! Now, Yog-Sothoth doesn't look like that. Although, of course, all these are eldritch horrors and they don't have a fixed form, but they do have forms that they appear very often in. Yeah, Yog-Sothoth is just this writhing mass of tentacles. But if you want Cthulhu, then yes, you get the guy with bat wings and squid mouth. What else? Merchants staying in the village northwest of Jajarai have refused to pay the taxes. Recompense is required with additional interest. Accrue. Find their storehouse and balance the accounts sufficiently. Report back when you're done. Use all means necessary. Balance the accounts. So it sounds like some kind of some kind of puzzle. Puzzle for... It is a puzzle, but I think it's about weight distribution. Bye.
أتأملون في العيش هنا؟ لتعلموا أن جعفر يبحث عن مستأجرين في حي الحربية. اعثروا على مساكن.
Oh, I took a bet on me getting caught in a dead end. I was surprised that I was actually able to run through everything. Anyway. This is the village northwest, right, of Jajaraya. Here is about balancing. Is this they're explosive barrels, which I find a little suspicious. Suspicious. Way too many explosive barrels. That could be because these guys are oil makers. Oil makers, oil makers, oil makers. No mention of that. Merchants staying in the village northwest of Jajra. Merchants. Find their storehouse. Balance the accounts. Merchants storehouse northwest of Jajaraya. Is this considered Jajaraya proper? Is there even more northwestern village? This one perhaps. Palm Grove. Entirely devastated. I don't think anyone's staying here. Is this what the guy meant when he said balancing accounts? Any further northwest, I'm no longer in a village. Find their storehouse. What is this? Palm Grove. Wilderness. This is Jajaraya proper. This is a devastated village. Storehouse where it's northwest, so it's north. It's west. This is northwest, but I don't see a storehouse. How north and how west? Yeah, that's my question. And this is also kind of northwest. One dirham. Like the 1 dirham. By disturbing the resting place of some poor victim. Now there's at least some life in this place. Plenty of life, actually. Including animals. Like the chickens that cast shadows. Yeah. Wrong button.
أحسنت لكن عليك الحذر. حسناً.
I don't think this is a treasure. For some reason, I don't think it is. Call it a hunch. I need to find a storehouse of merchant. No. This ain't it. This ain't it. village northwest of Jarjaraya. This is Jarjaraya proper, right? You can see the city walls, sort of. Maybe it's very close to Jarjaraya itself. Like, this can be considered a village. For some reason, that's considered me getting bumped by my horse.
تشرفت.
سررت بك.
Yeah.
سأتفقد البضاعة.
Horse. Now.
خيارات كثيرة.
Plenty of horses, no. Oh, yeah, I can see a problem with upscaling from such a low base resolution. Look at the shimmering on the hair. Insane.
ألا تريد شيئا؟
So, even the
وداع.
best upscaling algorithm struggles when the base resolution is too low. No matter how good your DLSS is.
السلام.
ما المتابع؟
هاك
It's also not that good after upping the resolution. Although
يجب أن
زرني.
there's one thing I can try. The FPS is gonna scream, but I want to check my understanding of how this technology works.
ما المتابع؟
ألقي نظر.
Yeah, it's definitely sharper. Much sharper at 4K. At native. Still some aliasing here and there, but
لا
not
شيء
as
آخر.
blurry.
رحلة.
It's just something wrong with the internal rendering resolution for certain stuff, and that's why we get all this problem. What if I don't even use DLSS? What happens? There's no choice but to use TAA. There's no option to remove upsampling. Okay, if I reset everything to default, upsample type is always TAA, although the option to select it as... Oh no, because if you select adaptive quality, then sample quality goes away. Alright. Never mind.
السلام عليك.
I just want to check out Jose.
هاك
I'm a freak. I'm a freak. Yeah. Still not looking good, man. Still not looking good.
هذا كل شيء.
يجب أن
We're done. And this is at 4K. So it's not gonna look nice if you go down to something like 1080p. Yeah, it's just blurry.
سررت خيارات
Come on, turn your head, horsey. Turn it so that I can see how. Oh,
لا
it's a
شيء
blurry
آخر.
mess at 1080p. Hair has always been a problem when it comes to upscaling. Even on other games running in different engines like Pirate Yakuza, I had the same problem. Very disappointing.
ألق نظر.
Alright, yeah. This is the pixelated horsehair I'm gonna have to live with.
رحلة
I'm here because I'm supposed to be resolving a riddle or something about balancing some account somewhere. Oh, I see something glowing orange. Oh no, that's a wanted poster. Maybe that's the account I'm supposed to balance. And this thing that I keep saying is fuse off.
أيها الناس، أترهبون البمارستان؟ أيها المسافرون، ماذا لو أصابتكم المرض في سفركم؟
I'm gonna attract a lot of attention. Or not. The guy's like, oh well, I guess something exploded. Not my problem. Okay, got Jajaraya Hunter's Lodge chest key. There is a chest guarded by a bunch of guards. Nearby. I saw it earlier. I don't know why. Ah, it's over there. Right. Chill, chill. I'm not suspicious. Just a guy stealing everything and your food. That includes your food. But still haven't resolved the problem. Still haven't resolved the riddle. Or I have to ponder it deeply. Weeping palms, let's see. Okay, weeping palms, that's very specific. I'm gonna hunt for that. After this. Merchants staying in the village northwest of Jajara refused to pay the taxes. Recompenses required. Find their storehouse and balance the accounts sufficiently. Report back when you're done. Use all means necessary.
أيها الناس، أترهبون البمارستان؟ أيها المسافرون، ماذا لو أصابكم المرض في سفركم؟ إلى الفقير والحاج وإلى الرجل الذي ليس لديه طبيب.
I wonder if I can do something with this back.
اسمعوا وتفهموا. نشر الشيخ الرحيم رسالة جديدة. من لا يحضره الطبيب
Okay,
بين صفحاتها واكتشفوا
if I hit it, maybe it'll distract guards while chasing me.
قتلت صاحب حرس خرمدين عام 3.
Balance the accounts. Right. Might as well do it, right? Wow, what a terrible accident. What happened? Maybe we shouldn't have left all that balance up there. Nothing changed though. I don't even get what it means balance the account. A good thing the game was interesting enough for me to just spend time wandering around it. Oh, you get the boing boing boing. I don't know what instrument it is that makes that sound, but damn. You know it when you hear it. Boing 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 boing. This is north and west. This is the village. Storehouse. Storehouse. I went here. I surmised that these guys were oil makers or something because of all the explosive barrels. And then I don't know. I look at it. This place doesn't look like storehouse. It's just a regular family's home. They may be engaged in some kind of trade, but does this seem exclusively like a storehouse? Forgot I have Enkidu, and now that I remember I have him. Storehouse in this game also has a very specific design, so maybe I'm looking for a structure that looks like a storehouse. They typically have a very wide open front door, front gate, whatever you want to call it. Because, well, it's a storehouse, right? It's to facilitate the transport of goods. Ah, maybe that is a storehouse. especially when it's guarded by a bunch of guards. Someone's even through the fact that air quality has dropped with the fog going around, even through that, I can tell when some herb is being heated up somewhere. I guess at some point I stop commenting on that once I get used to it. But for now though, it's noticeable to me. Is it a real valid type? I've banned some accounts somewhere. I guess that was the storehouse I was looking for. Storehouses, storehouses. Oh hey, another account to be balanced. They've respawned They've respawned that stuff. They don't know it's a hazard. I was helping them by bringing it down. Warn them that it's actually dangerous to store jars. Right over an entrance where a lot of people are walking. It's just inviting disaster, man. Maybe it'd be something very weird and very noticeable. Like, this was where I heard things about Jar Jaraya being built with outsiders coming in. So this is this considered the boundaries of Jar Jaraya? Huh. Except for the birds village. Can this be a storehouse? I see a treasure chest. Use the wrong button again. I have so much trouble when I go back to AC Shadows. No puzzle, so I sincerely doubt that that's an enigma. This just seems like some farmer's house. And it has a chest, but it's just right there for the taking. But the face mask prevents me from brushing my face against its furry face. Any further northwest, and I might as well be described as outside of Baghdad. Alright, let's do it one of the easy ones then. Somewhere here. Okay. Boom. Boom. Alright. Oh, I found it. What is it? Just money? Oh, right. Green hidden one. Maybe all dreams of Cthulhu and all that is actually just the Isu. Ancient ones. The more evil ancient ones appear as demons or some kind of cosmic horror to the minds of reminds of the humans, slave race, right? With deeply imprinted worshipful love and fear of the ancient ones. So the good ones are worshipped, the bad ones are... But the ones who are worshipped are also kind of bad, except they prefer subservience over terror. Or the bad ones are bad and they want terror, that's it. Have I been in here? I think I have, but Yo, bro. And alright, go. Let's see if it's actually a storehouse. All signs point to it being just another regular farmer's house. I'm boosting. Fly faster, Enkidu. Yeah, it's very normal. Very normal. Oh. No, it's not normal. It has a freaking... It has something that allows a movable object, essentially. Alright. Suspicious race. Well, it is technically Jajara, yeah. But the outskirts. Back door. Yeah, this place is suspicious as fuck. And does look like a storehouse, a warehouse of sorts. Weird. I can bar the door. Walk through it now. There's nothing on interest. This place has a layout plan for some building somewhere. Okay. That's it. Fuck. I seriously thought I got it. No. And turns out no. What is this? This might be related to some story mission then. Fuck. Goddamn storehouse. I'll find you. Maybe it isn't a storehouse. Maybe I assume that it's a storehouse based on my poor interpretation of whatever's been written. It's gonna be like the other riddle, right? Like this, the gift riddle, where I keep thinking I got it, but I just don't. Merchants staying in the village northwest of Jarjaraya have refused to pay the taxes. Recompense is required with additional interest. Find their storehouse and balance their accounts sufficiently. Report back when you are done. Use all means necessary. This is Jarjaraya. This is almost like southwest already. Or just purely west of Jarjaraya. Huh. Alright. You know, the Palm Grove itself held a treasure that I've recollected somewhere here. It's not that far away. My cardinal directions are right. This is north and this is west. So northwest is somewhere here. And yet I find nothing. There's a small building here, but I don't think it's of interest. Oh man, this is turning out to be, well, it's my own problem, right? I insist on just collecting every damn thing, and the consequence of that is, god damn it. What is with the frame rate issues? Yeah, it's... I don't think it's a storehouse. It's more like some observation posts where some things just happen to be stacked up top. So, how did people get all the way up there? I do not know. Nope, no balancing needed. There must be a lot of people who can climb just like I do, if they're able to get baskets and a whole chest up there. Not just like I do, in fact, they're gonna be much stronger than I am, right? Carry an entire chest all the way up there without any visible ladder nearby. Maybe they used a ladder and took it away. God. Freaking damn it. Merchants Northwest Jarjaraya storehouse. I've scoured Jarjaraya itself, so it can't be Jarjaraya. Let's actually do some missions then. Fuck. Interesting dilemma. How do I get there? Did it place... This is a concept art. They straight up place a 3D depiction of Altair from the first game in the entire series, Assassin's Creed. Altair is just there looking over a market. That's me. It's cute. Adorable. Yeah, I had an issue with the Bazaar gear chest as well. God fucking damn it, man. A lot of chests are just real pain. Ugh. If I'm gonna fast travel here, might as well fast travel to a bureau where I can pick up new contracts. She's still standing there. She's still standing there staring at nothing.
سلاما يا صاحبي.
أهلا ومرحبا.
Oh, you recognize me even with the face mask, huh? I really unlock everything.
ابتكرت أي أدوات جديدة؟
هاك ما لدي.
Yeah. Two's unlocked.
هذا
0.
تفضل.
Okay, I carry more of these noise crackers and incendiary sleep maker. Causes target to all 4 unconscious on impact. It's cost 45, it's cost 80, so yeah. Oh, I don't have enough gears. This got 150. Oh. Yeah. 150 gears. And this one, 152. Shite. Cost.
لا شيء. وداعا.
وداعا.
على اللوحة إن كان لديك بعض الوقت.
Yeah, I'll get to the contracts. I want to say contracts, but it's just one. Informant working for the rebels is entrapped in the caravanserai. Liberate him. Do not kill anyone while liberating him. You get some bonus. I think caravanserai is all the way... Yep, all the way here. Let's do the contracts here instead. Donkeys, man. Goddamn donkeys. I can't get why donkeys are just hated by a lot of people. Although in this time period, the abbasid time period, based on what I read in the codex, right? Donkeys and mules are they're extremely respected because the Prophet Muhammad, he happened to own or ride a couple of rather famous donkeys. Or rather, those donkeys became famous as a result of being ridden by the Prophet Muhammad. Ah, alright. Dangerous place.
هذا هو المكان المنشود.
This is the place. Remain undetected. Not gonna be easy. Perfumes. Perfume was extremely important in abbasid society. Adults of both sexes and every class was, as well as children of any age, wore it daily. Wood was perfumed as it was thought to prevent decay. I didn't know. Okay. Oh, food was perfumed as it was thought to prevent decay. Oh. Physicians suggested the use of aromatic ointments derived from both plants and animals as part of their remedies. Fragrance was even added to ink into the materials used in mosque building. Now, fragrance ink, I've experience with that. Yes, I'm old enough to have written stuff with ink. Some pen, the gel formula, they have some chemical ink, some chemical fragrances in them as well in the modern day. Anyway, multiple production techniques existed to accommodate such widespread usage. Some were new, such as distillation process of dried fruits and flowers invented by the alchemist Jabir ibn Hayyan. That was in 722 to 815. Others had existed for centuries, such as mixing fragrant ingredients with wine or pressing fruits and plants until oil was extracted. Another ancient technique was enfleurage. The enfleurage? The act of rubbing oil-soaked cloth against aromatic materials before pressing the cloth to obtain scented oil. Yeah, basically, scent is stuff that's just trapped in oil. The other method is actually alcohol, which is problematic, right? Because of drinking and everything. But yeah, wine, yeah, mixing fragrant ingredients with wine. Wine has alcohol. Yeah, so alcohol can dissolve stuff, aromatics. They can dissolve aromatics. Yeah. A 9th century historian, Al-Tabari, describes how Caliph Harun al-Rashid, 786 to 809, had the air of his palace perfumed by having women dressed in tunics sodden with rose water seated on top of aloes wood. Scented oil dripped from their cloths and coalesced with wood's aroma to make the air heavy with rich odor. God damn, all the talk about sultans having a harem and all that. I think this is where the legends start. Imagine perfuming a place by having women wear rose water scented cloth sitting on top of wood that releases aroma. Arabia had been an important producer of aromatics such as balsam and myrrh since antiquity. The widening of horizons that characterized the Abbasid period made these local products less popular than exotic fragrances brought from South and Southeast Asia. Most sought after were camphor, a powder made from the bark of the camphor tree, musk, came from the gland of the Himalayan deer, and ambergris, a substance produced in the digestive system of sperm whales. Wait, they were hunting sperm whales in South and Southeast Asia? What? South Africa, East Indies, China, Japan, India. Sperm whaling. Sperm whaling is, if I read the Wikipedia article, is exclusively focused on the West. Prior to the early 18th century, sperm whales were hunted in Japan and Indonesia. Yeah, so they were hunted, true, but no one hunted them to the point of extinction with such intensity to the point of extinction as the Americans did. America, right? Americans, Europeans, great. Don't let them come into contact with any species because it's gonna get extinct very soon. So these are perfume flasks. Seems like they're made using some kind of pearl because it's just pearlescent. The surface at least is pearlescent. Yeah, Metropolitan Museum, great. 7th to 8th century Syria. I think this one's a camel. This one's some kind of antler or deer. Right, contractor request undetected before I fail it. Whoa! Rude. At least it's not a request to not murder.
إنه لا يهددون
سبب تعطره الكثير من بضاعته ها؟ علي أيوة على وقت
I don't lose height advantage. Alright, someone noticed me who... Oh, you. Silent explosion. I miss the agility. Maybe I should wait for him to come back. Or maybe that'll take too long. Alright. More corpses. 3 more corpses. I need 3 more corpses and... Oh, a 4th one. And the 5th one. No, I think 4 more corpses, that's it. This corpse will be scented with some kind of rose scent. Oh, there are more guys at the rooftop, so I was wrong. Like, there's like 5-6 more corpses at least.
لا تنتبهوا لي.
على
Alright.
ماذا
So if I want to murder the brute, should be done when he investigates the power of flowers. Oops. Alright, don't turn around, don't turn around. Wait, I'm not getting my blade back, huh? It's not very confident that I can jump straight into that. Because if I fail, I'm gonna redo everything and then it's gonna be annoying, that's all. But wasting too much time waiting for a right opportunity itself is its own problem. Okay.
لكن ليبقى سيفك في متناول يدك.
ماذا؟
تمهل.
Everyone's running away, but this guy is like, nope. Nothing to see here. Business as usual. Come on, come on. Surprise. Run, run. One guy out here. I thought those... Oh, they ran away again. I did, they ran away and then it's like... Came back. And now they're running away. Alright. I think it's clean. It's mostly clean. It's a shame that I can't auto loot.
لا يبدو هذا في صالح تاجر العطور، لكنني أحتاج إلى المزيد من الدلائل.
What doesn't look good for the perfume trader? What was the mission even about? Just came in here without actually knowing why I'm doing what I'm doing. Perfume trader is suspected of betraying the merchant, steal evidence of his treachery. Oh, okay, so we need to know if this perfume trader is a traitor.
الآن لدي كل الدلائل التي أحتاج إليها للربط بين تاجر العطور وقطاع الطرق. علي المغادرة قبل أن يشموا رائحتي.
Haha. Before they catch my scent, because, you know, perfume trader. Speak to the delegate. Where? Ooh.
ختام جيد.
Alright, clean escape, but oh, okay. There is entry. And this seems like a part of the city that's extremely vulnerable. I guess they have to let the river flow through, right? The Tigris River. And the whole point of the city is to control all the trade routes, and can't just dam the river or yeah, city loses its purpose. Hi. This is the generic East Asian looking person face that they have. Or Turkish. Well, not Turkish, but rather... I don't know, steppe people? The people you associate with Kazakhstan or something like that. Asiatic looking people, essentially.
كانت ظنونك في محلها. الدفتر والنقود المميزة يربطان تاجر العطور بقطاع الطرق.
عمل جيد، كما أنني أقدر إتمامك المهمة في الوقت المناسب لهذا الأمر.
Getting the job done in a timelier fashion. I left this contract unfinished for ages. Another focus bar chunk. Or actually, I don't really use my focus bar enough, and I should. Actually, I should incorporate it into my playstyle. Green makes me look like a crocodile. Ooh, tax collector's mansion. That'll be a main story thing, right? It'd be a good way to close this out. To be honest, I'm more interested in running around trying to search for the treasure or trying to find a way to get the chest and all that than it is for me to assassinate the people. Oh, right. I'm near
لا أريدك هنا.
warehouse. God warehouse. I think I jump up too early. Oh, I did discover that it's possible for me to land on top of palm trees. Cool. Played so many hours I didn't know I can land on top of palm trees. I'm within 100 meters. Yeah, now it's time to... Pretty sure that they'll have a some kind of guard that shoots my bird. My deer and Kidu. Yep.
مخابرة كبيرة مسؤولة. سامحني.
Oh, he actually does patrol here, huh? Okay. Yeah, he's gonna turn around. And he gets me some elevation right after. This guy comes and he gets shanked.
من الذي؟
There's a guy with a key, there's some notes everywhere.
ما هذا إذن؟ على رسلك.
Wait, are these poppy flowers? They do look kind of like poppy flowers, don't they? I like that all these flowers are actually not 3D objects, they're just 2D sprites, but because they're done in multiple angles. From a certain distance, it looks almost 3D. Approved blockade funding. The agreed upon amount was taken from the tax fund for Kark and allocated to supplement the harbor's blockade, as instructed.
الحصار عند الميناء ممول بالنقود الناس. لعل هناك معلومات أكثر يمكنني العثور عليها هنا.
I need to find clues about tax collectors' misdeeds. happened? Why was there? Why was there an explosion? Why did frame rate die? And marksman gone. Finally. Is that a tax collector? Yeah, that's a tax collector. He's the only unique looking person. Problem is that it seems that all routes are. I have to sneak inside. I have to go inside the building. Is the door open? Something tells me that these doors are closed. How do you go inside then? Curious. Maybe there's an interest that I haven't found.
أين هم؟ يفترض أن يعودوا بالنقود. سيطير رأسي إن لم أسلمها. ما مدى صعوبة انتزاع النقود من هؤلاء الحمقى؟
Is this shake the coin from these fools?
الهند؟ الصين؟ لا محاباة أبدا ولو لبني جلدتهم. تكاد دائرة المال تبدأ إن لم أحصل على النقود قبل ذلك.
الهند، الصين. Taxes have been paid. Alright, got 2 more points. Faster tagging, or I saved points for... I want patrol path. That'd be cute. Nice. My second and final letter. Our Anka. Coins is becoming scarce. Have you increased taxes like I asked? I hear that you might be experiencing a few obstacles. The shipment of perfume is also late. I thought perhaps since you are a local you might fare better than I would, but I have been wrong before. Oh, this thing has a stamp of the one of the Order of the Ancients mask.
الضرائب لا يعمل بمفرده. هناك شخص ليس من بغداد يتحكم في الخيوط.
Someone not from Baghdad controls the string.
ورد مع حين.
Right, perfume with iron. Sand has perfume mixed with iron. So even after assassinating the guy, I still wrong button. Surprised that no drops of blood can be found on the floor. There's one more guy, but he is like... No one heard the explosion, great. Not gonna walk out. There, that's just inviting trouble. It's food, but what I want is this, the last clue. So Heil, here are the proposed tax increases. Please act accordingly. Grains, 1/20th. Foodstuffs, 1/10. Textiles, 1/10. Ceramics, 1/5. And according to the laws, the dinghy shall pay extra to charge each non-believer another 10th on top of the given tax.
However, بزيادة الضرائب تتدفق نقود أكثر إلى أيديهم. انتهيت من هذا المكان. لا وجود لأدلة أخرى. روشان ورفقة في انتظاري عند المقر.
Yeah, I think after this is when the actual big assassination happens. What I've just done is the baby assassination. Oh, there's a treasure chest over there. Right, I don't want to spoil everything. I play a little safe. Yep, left the way I came in. I still got it, baby. I still got it. I can do a sneak mission. I think, yeah, if I debrief, I'm gonna get the big mission. Although I'm gonna deny doing it. I'm gonna reject doing it. I don't know, I feel like switching into a different game or just not playing any video games. You know. My heart is not entirely in it. Despite my constant yapping. Maybe I'll switch to Skull and Bones. We'll see. Up, up, up. Faceless Feather. Yeah, it's gonna be a big one. In fact, I'm gonna leave the cutscene for the next one, right? Next stream. It makes way more sense to do that. Because I get a cutscene and then I get the motivation to go there and murder the guy. Yeah, this is the big guy. Al-Bahmud, not from Baghdad. Faceless controller. Debrief with Rebecca. In fact, I only have like one more outside contract too. I think my rise in ranks of assassins, like novice and so on, if I complete all the quests or all the main story quests, I won't be able to rise to the highest rank. I still have to complete other, like, non-essential quests, I think. But yeah. Bit of a whimper of an ending, but just not into it. Not into a big mission right now. Yeah, bit of short stream, but that's how it goes sometimes. I had a just not fitting it. Okay, I'll be real honest. You know, one of the things that got me down is the fact that his stream of work and watching, his account got suspended. It happens fairly often. Well, I've been watching him for years, so yeah, it happens with a certain amount of regularity. But still, like, we will never know if the suspension is just a temporary suspension, or it's gonna be like a long-term suspension. Because each suspension, it kind of adds up. It's something like a points system. So yeah, I don't know. You know, all of us were hanging out in that stream, in that chat, having a lot of fun. And all of a sudden, the stream died. And refreshing the stream because the channel has been suspended. And it's kind of not so good. Kind of depressing, and that's on top of all the other real world stuff, right? So yeah, it's just not making me too happy. Anyway, that's enough about my own personal life. Yeah, I think I'm just ending stream right now. I might come back perhaps, but unlikely.